Hello and welcome to Club 5, episode 10 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you. We'll be at home to Universidad Cesar Vallejo in the Copa Libertadores Group B, our final match, and then at home to Bahia in Serie A. And as you can see, we come into it in fantastic form, having not lost a game since the 4-0 reverse away to Corinthians. So let's get straight into it. And the team to face Universidad Cesar Vallejo is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the lineup, and it is Kanzian in goal. Back four is Hadic, Almeida, Torres and Carstensen. Max behind Paulo Enrique and Diego Fuba in midfield, Santos on the left, Leandro on the right and Barbetta up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants us to pick up where we left off last time out. We're in great form. That absolutely makes sense. So we'll point the finger, agree with him and get into the match. We need 1 point to guarantee top in the group. I expect all 3, but 1 point will do it. And it is Torres to Paulo Enrique, on to Santos, into Diego Fuba, finds Leandro. And Leandro gets to the byline, pulls it back to Carstensen. The shot from Diego Fuba beats the keeper, finds the back of the net, and it is Sao Paulo 1, Universidad Cesar Vallejo 0. We've played less than a minute and we're already 1-0 up. Salas now with a throw in. Mogolon to Salas and it's smuggled clear. Paulo Enrique's got it back briefly, but we've lost it again. Salas, and they've got it over halfway, but we win it back again. Leandro plays it forward for Paulo Enrique. Paulo Enrique back to Max, into Diego Fuba, and the shot is just wide. We've still only played 5 minutes, and we could easily be 2-0 up already. We're absolutely in control, but we do need that second goal to prevent them from scoring from one shot on target and taking something out of the game. Paulo Enrique to Hadic. Down the line for Santos. Santos's cross, and the header is over the top. And the highlight comes to an end. Now, it is Carstensen with a throw-in. Fuba crosses it in. The header is just wide from Santos. And the highlight comes to an end. 20 minutes in, still 1-0 to Sao Paulo. We've got a corner. Santos' ball in. The header from Kaikai Almeida. And that makes it Sao Paulo 2. Universidad Cesar Vallejo 0. So we have that second goal and a little bit more breathing space. And now we should be able to go on and take total control of the match. So Diego Fuba is definitely coming off at half-time. He's on a yellow card. That corner is headed away. Santos to Kaikai Almeida, onto Diego Fuba. And again he shoots just wide. And I am definitely taking Fuba off. And probably Almeida to join him. Hadic finds Max. Max turns, plays it to Paulo Enrique. Torres plays it through to Leandro, who's in on goal and forces the save out of the keeper. So we've got a corner. Leandro will take it, right foot in swinger. And it's a good one, but the keeper's grabbed hold of it. Garcia, and the highlight comes to an end. So that should do it for the first half, but we've got one last highlight. Santos' ball in is headed away. Fuba shoots, cannons it against the crossbar, and it's via a deflection, so it is a corner. Leandro into the middle, header away. Leandro will keep it in, crosses it again, header clear, and that's a corner on the other side. And this time it's Santos with the left-footed in-swinger. Out, in fact, he plays it out to Max on the edge of the area and it's cleared. Hadic, but the highlight comes to an end. That's half-time. And it is going to be Diego Fuba and Leandro that come off at half-time. So going well, capable of better. Let's make those two changes. So Diego Fuba for Francisco. And Leandro for Enrique. That's a good shout. And let's get the second half underway. And now we need to keep an eye on fitness levels. Make sure no one is in danger of picking up an injury. But also if anyone gets a yellow card, they'll be high up the queue to come off as well. Enrique's corner. Header up rather than away. Enrique again. And this time it's intercepted by Melendez. He plays it back to Nunez. Leiva to Quinones. To Molina. Joya to Avalos. Forward to Salas. Into Maldonado. Finds Melendez. Melendez through to Mogolon. And Mogolon has it in the back of the net. And it is Sao Paulo 2. Universidad Cesar Vallejo 1. So that wasn't in the script. And the question is, where does the blame lie for that? I could do with taking Hadic off, if it's possible. And the answer to that is not really. So he's going to have to play on. So I'll take Santos off instead. And we'll bring on Sergio. And now it's Enrique with the corner. So, and we don't get to see it. Barbetta isn't actually playing that well up front, but Torres is beginning to struggle. Enrique's corner, header on, and the follow-up shot is just over Garcia's crossbar. So I'm going to take Carstensen off. In fact, I'm not. I am going to take Hadic off. And we're going to bring on Roberto. As Aguirre takes the shot, Kanzian with the save. We've conceded another corner. We've still got 20 minutes to go. Melendez with the in-swinger. Header away. It's brought down by Maldonado. He's tackled. And Paulo Enrique keeps it in. Finds Carstensen. Forward to Enrique. Into Sergio. Finds Enrique. Who goes charging into the area. Shoots. And the save is made by the keeper. So it will be a corner. Sergio with the in-swinger. So right footer into the near post. Header away. Sergio again. Into Paulo Enrique. It's deflected and then cleared. And the highlight comes to an end. And I think if I've got one more change available, which I have, I'll go Barbetta off. And Ryan Francisco can come on. Torres finds Max. Barbetta gives the ball away, as if to tell me he's ready to come off. And Aguirre plays it square for Melendez. Melendez is held up. Almeida takes it off him, finds Sergio, who drives it infield to Max. Sergio plays it through for Barbetta, who hits the post. And Enrique knocks in the rebound. And it is Sao Paulo 3, Universidad Cesar Vallejo 1. Do I want to make the change? I think I'm going to hold off for now. And instead, we're going to take Max off. And bring on Rodrigo Costa. As that's played forward by Sergio. In fact, Sergio runs with it. And finds Enrique into the area. He's taken out by Leiva. And Enrique might have an injury here. Penalty is confirmed. And it is Roberto stepping up to take the spot kick, potentially make it 4-1. And he does, high into the roof of the net. That's his second goal of the season. And it is Sao Paulo 4, Universidad Cesar Vallejo 1. Now, Garcia with the goal kick. Enrique wins the header, finds Barbetta onto Francisco. Shoots. And that's high over the roof of the net. And the highlight comes to an end. We're into the last few minutes. And surely now we just wind the clock down and see the match through. And the 4 minutes is up. There's your full-time whistle. Sao Paulo 4, Universidad Cesar Vallejo 1. I'll be back with the second match of today's episode in just a moment. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode. And this time it's a Serie A match at home to Bahia. Team for this one, Kanzian in goal, back four, Hadic, Almeida, Torres and Carstensen. Claudemir behind Diego Fuba and Max in midfield. Santos on the left, Leandro on the right and Barbetta up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants them to pick up where they left off last time out. I think that's an entirely reasonable shout. We'll do it with no gesture this time. And let's get straight out there and get on with the match. So as always, first 10 minutes, we'll just see how things go. Any kind of victory and we will go top of Serie A. And it is Torres. Plays it to Carstensen. Down the line to Leandro. Into Diego Fuba. Finds Max. He's dispossessed by Paz, who plays it back. And Chagas is forced backwards to Diaz. As Leandro wins it back. Finds Barbetta. Turns, finds Leandro into Max, who takes it out of the area. Finds Leandro. It's laid off to Diego Fuba, who finds the back of the net. And with 5 minutes gone, it is Sao Paulo 1, Bahia 0. And the only blot on the copybook is that Diego Fuba's picked up a very, very early yellow card. I'm not sure what for, but it does mean that we won't be able to leave him on until half time or longer. We will need to get him off. And it is Claudemir to Kai Almeida to Torres. Plays it to the right for Carstensen. Back to Torres. Into Leandro. Through for Barbetta. And he forces the save out of Souza in the Bahia goal. So we've got a corner. Leandro to take. Right foot in swinger. And the header is over the top from Torres. Complete 50p head there. And I'm going to see if I can get Diego Fuba to the half hour mark before I take him off. I'll get the substitution lined up ready. And it will be Rodrigo that will come on, as we fail to execute a training ground set piece. The shot going high over the crossbar. So half an hour in, Rodrigo's going to come on to replace our yellow carded midfielder. And now it is Kike with the throw into Chagas. Leandro wins it back. It's played through for Barbetta, who goes out to the right. Gets his cross in. It's cleared. And Carstensen. But the highlight comes to an end. And now we are 5 minutes from half-time. Still leading by 1-0. Kike with the throw in to Chagas, who gets it back. He's held up, so Kike takes over, finds Paz to Ricardo Carquera. And Carranza back to Cerquera. Paz. And at the moment we're struggling to get the ball off them. Carranza crosses it in. Keeper's come and grabbed it just by the penalty spot. Almeida plays it out to Rodrigo. Into Leandro. Goes left to Santos. Plays it into Leandro. To Max, who shoots. And it's gone through the keeper. Too much heat on it for him. And it is Sao Paulo 2, Bahia 0. So we've got a second goal and control of the match. And I think my halftime changes are going to be Leandro and probably Barbetta. So let's go into the dressing room. Going well, capable of even better. And now let's make those changes. So Leandro is struggling for fitness. We'll bring on Enrique. And I'll also take off Barbetta. In fact, I will take Barbetta off. And I'll bring on Francisco again. And let's go. Second half underway. Can we complete the job? But it's Porto Carrero with the free kick. Paz gives the ball away. Torres to Max. Enrique back to Torres. Torres to Enrique. Goes left this time to Rodrigo, who plays it over the top for Ryan Francisco, who can't hit the target. And it's a goal kick. The highlight comes to an end. And now, I think we're going to have to take Rodrigo off. In fact, no, not Rodrigo. An hour in. Rodrigo's going to have to stay on because he's come on as a sub. I'm going to take Max off and bring on Francisco. And the final change is going to be Carstensen, the right back, I think. But not yet. And now it's Cerquera with the ball in. Header away. And Kanzian with the save. Bruno. Cross comes back in. And it's headed behind. And it will be a corner to Bahia. Ricardo Cerquera to take it. Right foot in swinger. Into the middle. Headed away. Only as far as Kike. And we get it clear up to Santos. Highlight comes to an end. And I'm going to leave it as long as I can before committing to that final change. And I'm thinking it's definitely going to be one of the fullbacks. And it is going to be Carstensen. He's really struggling now. And we'll bring on Roberto. And that will necessitate a little bit of a switch around. In fact, the only thing we can do is put Hadic to right back and Roberto to left back. So let's do that. Roberto plays it back to Francisco, finds Rodrigo. Torres to Roberto. Torres. Claudemir into Ryan Francisco, keeps it in, crosses, and keeper spills it. It's hacked clear and then headed clear to halfway. Highlight comes to an end. I think that's our final change. It is. So we've got just the 4 minutes of added time to come. We lead 2-0. Francisco stands over a free kick. Looks like he's lining up a near post effort. He's gone short instead. And it's one off the training ground. It doesn't quite work. But we keep it going. And in the end, Francisco's offside. So now it is Gabriel Souza with the goal kick. Launches it forward. We win the header. Ryan Francisco, dispossessed. Arthur to Carranza. Launches it over the top. Kai Almeida picks it up. Plays it back to the keeper. Kanzian to Almeida. To Roberto. Back to Almeida. Into midfield for Francisco. Finds Rodrigo to the left for Santos. Into Francisco. He's dispossessed. Kike brings it forward. And it's intercepted. Torres now to Francisco. Enrique plays it forward for Ryan Francisco. This to wrap it up. And there it is. 3-0. And Ryan Francisco with the absolutely decisive third goal. And now it is Davi with the free kick into the area. And the header is over the top. And it's a goal kick. But there won't be time to take it. There's the full-time whistle. Sao Paulo 3, Bahia 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Serie A table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is a look at the Serie A table then. And as you can see, we're sat in second place with a perfect 4 wins out of 4. The only reason we're not top is because Palmeiras have played a game more and they have won all 5 of their matches. So they lead us by 3 points. And let's take a look at when we are going to come back. And I am going to play a whole chunk of games and I'm going to bring you back for both legs of our Copa Libertadores second round tie against River Plate. So we'll be away in the first leg. I'll then play Corinthians away in Serie A off camera and bring you back for the home leg against River Plate. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching and goodbye.